really has that look.
I could actually see Amy say that.
She loves to say that.
I could picture her say that.
The she style. Okay.
Amy is she style.
She is very
yes,
she.
She's ripped in she.
You can catch Amy every Thursday for the Beauty Report at 7 p.m. Okay, we're gonna roll along to this. This is bestseller after bestseller after bestseller. Now we go to Tanzanite. Okay, I think a lot of us, we're all skeptics by nature, and when you watch sometimes shopping television, you may think, oh, is that just a sales pitch?
Right, exactly.
The story of Tanzanite, a lot of folks, I think, were skeptical a few years ago because we used to hear the stories about becoming scarcer and rarer in the source. Right. The reality is very, very definitive. This is a gemstone that is, unfortunately, seemingly going away.
Right.
To get a Tanzanite stone in this color at this price is truly going away. You can find some Tanzanite pieces, but it's the color that not a lot of folks want.
Right.
The reviews on this say it all. Victoria, this is probably the finest Tanzanite you've done, especially at this price
point. At that price. I mean, I don't know, before you came here, I had a beautiful collection of Tanzanites. There were actually $5,000 and up.
Did you really?
And they were all one of a kind, and they were larger than this, but they were this sort of color.
Okay.
And they all sold, and they actually had very, very low return rates because customers knew what they were buying.
Okay.
And they were diamonds, and they were in gold. You know, they really had all the bells and whistles. But the point is, not everyone can spend $5,000. Not everyone can spend $3,000. Not everyone can spend $1,000. Okay, and even if you could spend $1,000, why would you when you can get it for $129? What I love about this is that you get that incredible, beautiful, low-profile band-style ring. To me, that's very wearable style. You know, especially for like new moms or even somebody who just has a very active life.
You don't need to think about it.
Yeah, you don't think about it. And I love the size of the stone. When Tanzanites are this size, you usually do not see that richness of color.
No,
a lot of times they're kind of gray, or they're very, very pale. Somebody has to tell you it is a Tanzanite, then you go, oh, it is.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So this, we have such great sources with Tanzanite. I mean, the Tanzanite people that we deal with are like a site holders, prime plus prime people. And Tanzanite, like Adam said, is one of those stones that really, I personally thought about, even up to 10 years ago, I thought that they're going to find another deposit. I thought they're going to find another mine, even within Tanzania.
Because I suppose you think it's never going to end.
Right. And I never thought that, 5 years down the line, that we'd be talking about, how it is getting harder and harder. It's not completely extinct yet, but it's getting harder and harder. Now, we have a lot of stones that I can tell you, like Alexandrite mine in Russia has been shut down for 150 years. Yeah. We have Kashmir mine that's been shut down for, 50 years or so. There are a lot of stones that we wish we had at that time.
Exactly.
You used to be able to buy it for $30 a carat, or, $50 a carat, or whatever. They kept going up and up. When they get a couple $1,000 a carat, you can't afford it, and then now they're $25,000 a carat. So, and then now you can't afford it. Now you've missed the boat, right?
Yeah.
So this, again, Tanzanite is, this is a stone that's only really 50 years old, maybe.
Right.
Maybe 45 years old, because it was, really sort of born or discovered in 1962 by Tiffany and Company. They sort of named this and christened it. For a stone to be discovered that late in our history, as opposed to ruby, sapphire, emerald that's been 2,000 years or more, to really have such a demand worldwide to the point where we're talking extinction, it's absolutely astonishing to me.
I remember in England, I mean, we went through a stage when I was on shopping television now, we went through a stage of we could not keep up with the demand for Tanzanite.
Right, exactly.
And we've gone the polar opposite way in terms of the demand has not changed, but we just don't see it.
Right, we don't see it.
There will be a time when you could tune in to any shopping channel and see Tanzanite frequently.
Right.
That does not happen anymore.
Even in poor quality, you're not finding them anymore these days. So this, again, is a great buy. But, this is the kind of ring that even if this were just absolute, if they were just not Tanzanite at all, just absolute, CZ, whatever, at frankly, we sell rings like this at $129. Here on HSN. Anywhere else, it's even higher. So the Tanzanite is an incredible value.
It is.
I mean, this is an incredible, incredible value.
I would encourage you to read the reviews on hsn.com because they are glowing, really glowing. It's such an amazing opportunity to see what other customers are having to say. In fact, our producer Steve is scrolling down right now for us to show you that it is a customer pick, highly rated product, and when you go down, you know, you see everything that there is. You can see up close, you can see the detail, the gallery setting. For anybody that is hard on their jewelry, it's a wonderful profile for you because it sits so neatly and it's not high.
That's a really great picture we're going through right now. Look at the inside of the ring. Look at how there's a back plate on the inside. I call this sort of like a lining in a fabulous suit. Like, you know, when you buy
you didn't need to do that.
I didn't need to do that for adding price, but $129. But when you buy, like, doesn't it irritate you when you buy something that's for expensive and then you open it and it's not lined and it's half lined or something? There's like it's flimsy.
Yeah, a lot of
you're
my
like it's
outfits
finished.
are like that.
It's not finished, and doesn't it irritate you?
Of course.